I do have $3 million to bet with you, so this is your offer. $3 million. You put 3, I put 3, winner takes all.
Andrew Tate has fired back at Jake Paul, calling him out for reportedly turning down a $3 million fight offer. Tate claims that the YouTuber turned boxer, known for flaunting his undefeated record, walked away from the lucrative payday. According to Tate, Jake only accepts fights where the odds are in his favor, suggesting that Paul is avoiding a real challenge and prefers controlled circumstances to maintain his streak.
If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living fuck out of a fucking goofy, fucking entitled dickhead like you. You know my name, Andrew Tate. Fucking Google it if you want to know more. Any day, anytime, let's fucking...
To make matters worse, Tate isn't just calling Jake a coward. He's exposing his entire career as a scripted spectacle. Jake's shockingly silent, while Tate dares him to face someone who truly knows how to fight. Will Jake continue dodging, or is this the moment he gets exposed for good? Tate is pushing him to step up, and the pressure is mounting. Will Jake fold, or will he finally prove himself?
As a boxer?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And listen, what Jake Paul has accomplished is he's fighting old guys.
Yes.
He's fighting, all he fights are old guys and whatever. But listen, say what you want, he wins. And he makes money. So he's doing his thing, you know?
Go. Work. Come on, keep going. Work. Come on, fight. Make it. Hey. 20 seconds. Come on, 20 seconds to walk, Steve. Let's go. Come on, work. Work. Good. Work. 10 seconds. Work.
Andrew Tate has criticized Jake Paul, calling him more of a showman than a true fighter. Tate claims Jake has built an undefeated record by cherry-picking opponents he knows he can beat, avoiding real competition. Their ongoing feud, which has played out on social media, shows no signs of dying down. Tate has been vocal about his belief that Jake's success is largely manufactured, with a former kickboxer accusing him of dodging tougher opponents. As if that wasn't enough, Tate even went so far as to suggest that Jake's potential fight with Mike Tyson would be a scripted spectacle, rather than a legitimate contest. The rivalry between the two continues to fuel heated exchanges online, adding to the drama surrounding Jake's boxing career.
I'm one of the lucky ones. I made a little bit of money. I don't have $50 million to bet with you, but I do have $3 million to bet with you. So this is your offer. $3 million. You put 3, I put 3, winner takes all. I'm 5 years out the ring.
If Jake Paul wants a real fight, he should fight me, Andrew Tate declared confidently, sending shockwaves across the internet. This wasn't just any random comment. Tate is a former kickboxing world champion with real combat experience, making his challenge to Jake stand out. The bold move poured fuel on an already intense feud. Tate wasn't playing around. He openly challenged Jake to a fight, backing it up with a $3 million bet and an ultimatum. Anytime, anywhere. Tate has made it clear he doesn't believe Jake is a legitimate fighter. He has repeatedly accused Jake of avoiding serious competition, instead selecting opponents he knows he can beat to maintain his undefeated record. According to Tate, Jake's boxing career is nothing more than a curated highlight reel, with every win, knockout, and fight fitting perfectly into Jake's narrative. For Tate, Jake's strategy is simple. Stay undefeated by taking no real risks and carefully controlling the story around his career. Jake Paul picks opponents like he's selecting items off a fast food menu. Andrew Tate mocked in a recent rant. Retired athletes, non-boxers, and over-the-hill fighters. Jake will take them all as long as he's confident he can win. Tate isn't alone in criticizing Jake's choice of opponents. Many boxing experts have voiced similar concerns. However, no one makes the point quite like Tate. Then there's the Mike Tyson rumor, which had fans and tabloids buzzing. The idea of Jake fighting one of the greatest boxers of all time seems thrilling, but not to Tate. He dismissed the potential fight as nothing more than a publicity stunt, further fueling the ongoing feud between the two.
That's delusion. I'm sorry. Look, Andrew, fighter, legitimate, badass motherfucker, strong mentality. Sorry, Tristan Tate is the weak link.
I say let's run
he got a bad shoulder. He's shaped like a gingerbread man. I don't want no beef, but that's delusion.
PFO will set this up.
Uh-oh. A MMA double tag team match.
10 million for everybody.
You might have a fight, fight on your hands.
That would go crazy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. No, seriously.
I'm about the action. Like I'm less talk now. Like let's just fucking go.
Yo, but you know for a fact, me and Jake will travel to Romania. We will make this happen. We'll do it.
It was scripted. Tate scoffed, dismissing the idea of Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson as nothing more than a circus act. For Tate, The proposed match wasn't a legitimate boxing fight. It was a marketing ploy designed to sell tickets and grab attention. While Jake's fans might be excited by the idea of him facing a boxing legend, Tate wasn't impressed. Instead, Tate doubled down on his challenge. "Forget Tyson, fight me." Unlike Tyson, Tate is still in his prime and more than ready to settle their feud in the ring. It's a fight that fans are eager to see, but whether Jake will accept remains uncertain. Jake Paul's decision to fight Mike Tyson rather than Andrew Tate is clear. Tyson is the safer option. While Tyson is a boxing icon, he's 57 years old and well past his prime. Jake knew he could control the narrative in a Tyson fight. It would sell pay-per-views based on Tyson's name, not the challenge it posed. The fight was scripted, and most importantly, Jake knew it wouldn't jeopardize his carefully curated undefeated record.
Go fight! Hey, fight! Hey, go fight! Hey, hey, work! Hey, work! Hey, work! Hey, work! Hey, work! Work! Hey, work! Hey, work! Hey, hey, keep going. Come on, work. Go, work. Come on, Marcus, keep going. Work! Come on, Steve. Come on, fight. Make it. Come on, 20 seconds to walk, Steve. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
In contrast to Mike Tyson, Andrew Tate is in his mid-30s in top physical condition and has years of experience in combat sports. Tate is unpredictable, skilled, and uninterested in playing Jake Paul's game. If Jake stepped into the ring with Tate, he wouldn't just risk losing. He'd risk being exposed as the hobbyist Tate has long accused him of being. Tate isn't just trash-talking, he's playing a calculated game. By publicly calling Jake out, Tate places him in a tough position. If Jake ignores the challenge, he looks scared. If he accepts, he risks losing to someone with real fighting experience. Either way, Tate wins. Jake's fans quickly noticed his avoidance, and the backlash was swift. Even some of Jake's supporters criticized him, acknowledging the negative impact it could have on his career.
I'm known as a fighter in a way that he never will be. I'm known as a fighter in the way that if you throw me in a cell with a murderer, a rapist, and 2 drug dealers, people look at me and go, okay, respect. He would have left with a higher male body count than his fiance. That's how he would have left.
Despite all the criticism, Andrew Tate has actually given Jake Paul some credit. Surprising, right? Tate has acknowledged that Jake's rise in boxing has brought significant attention to the sport. He even praised Jake's ability to sell fights and generate buzz. But before anyone thinks this is an olive branch, let's be clear. Tate's compliments come with a heavy dose of sarcasm. Sure, Jake Paul is great at selling tickets, Tate said, but selling tickets doesn't make you a real fighter. Ouch. That's Tate's way of saying that while Jake may be a good businessman, he still hasn't stepped into the ring with true competition. The big question on everyone's mind is whether Andrew Tate and Jake Paul will actually fight. Fans are eagerly hoping to see it happen, and both men have hinted at the possibility. Tate has said he's more than willing to settle their differences in the ring, but only if the fight is real. No scripts, no gimmicks, just an honest contest between 2 fighters. The stage is set, but will Jake accept? Jake Paul, however, hasn't committed to a fight with Andrew Tate, and who can blame him? Taking on Tate would be a massive risk. Unlike many of Jake's previous opponents, Tate is a trained fighter with years of experience. For those unfamiliar, let me make it clear. Tate is not a retired athlete or a social media star dabbling in boxing for fun. He's the real deal. A fight with him would likely be Jake's toughest challenge yet. As this feud continues, fans have started picking sides. Some are firmly in Andrew Tate's corner, cheering him on as the one brave enough to call out Jake Paul's antics. Others stick with Jake, arguing that Tate is simply jealous of Jake's success and trying to ride his coattails. Then, there are those who don't care who's right. They just want to see the 2 settle things in the ring. For many, this feud has become more entertaining than the actual fights themselves. With their larger-than-life personalities and constant back and forth, Tate and Jake are putting on a show that's impossible to ignore. What's particularly fascinating about this feud is how it highlights a larger issue in boxing. On one side, you have Andrew Tate representing the old-school mentality of fighters who prove themselves through skill, grit, and determination. On the other side, there's Jake Paul symbolizing the new era of boxing, one driven by social media, celebrity status, and entertainment value. The clash of these 2 worlds makes this rivalry even more compelling.
2 brothers, 1 cage. Jake Logan, you Tristan. Who comes out alive?
You know what? I'm trying so hard to not start internet beefs. I'm really trying not to.
You could say Jake and Logan, man. Don't worry about it.
No, I can't lie.
Bro, I'm going through life. I'm trying to live peace.
Tate has made it clear that he sees himself as the antidote to everything Jake Paul represents. For Tate, boxing is about honor and authenticity, not just selling tickets and going viral. Whether fans agree with him or not, it's a perspective that's hard to ignore. Of course, none of this would be possible without the media's obsession with both men. Every insult, tweet, and rumor becomes headline news, fueling the hype around their feud. It's a never-ending cycle of drama, and the media is loving every second of it.
It's clear to me you are desperate for a reality check. This is the hardest sport in the world, and people dedicate their lives to this, and most of them never get a payday. It never pays off for the majority of fighters who would
At the heart of it all is a simple truth. Both Andrew Tate and Jake Paul are experts at staying in the spotlight. Whether they're trading insults on social media or teasing a potential fight, they know exactly how to keep the audience hooked. So, where does this all end? Will Tate and Paul finally face off in the ring, or will their feud continue online? One thing's for sure, as long as they keep taking shots at each other, the world will keep watching.